started staying in the shelter on March 2019, which I can't remember the date. And then I was having a problem with my father of my child, so our relationship wasn't fine. So the guy was abusing me emotionally, physically, and sexually. So I went to court and then the magistrate is the one sent me to come and stay in the shelter. So I ran away from him. I come and stay here at the Ikhaya LeThemba, the place of safety and community. I was in an abusive relationship for 8 years. I decided that I have to go, otherwise I will die and leave my kid with nobody. So I actually ran away and stayed with this other woman in the same area where I was living. I stayed with her while I was opening a case against the perpetrator. Then when I opened a case, the police took me and brought me to Ikhaya LeThemba, of which for me it was the first time seeing the shelter.
In 2017, a few of our clients approached us because they were being evicted from the shelter. And these evictions occurred without a court order. But the basis for these evictions was that the contract that these ladies were made to sign upon entry at the shelter had come to an end.
So as soon as I got inside the door, she said to me, I must sign, and then I signed, and then I went. And yeah, afterwards it's just threats. It's just threats. They will tell you this is not your home. I've been threatened and been told that and made feel that this is not my home for real.
The crux of the issue is whether or not 6 months is adequate. Is adequate enough to equip these ladies with all the empowerment that they need in order for them to be able to source alternative accommodation after leaving the shelter.
Ikhaya LeThemba is being quite rule bound. In many shelters, if you by the end of your stay, if you're not able to move out for whatever reasons, that is negotiable.
In a lot of these cases, we find that the women have no choice but to go remain on the streets or go back to their abusers.
They give us the bathing stuff, the toiletry for the first month, and then from there we haven't got the toiletry up until now. Like the diet that we're having, it's not okay. We eat starch and protein only. There's no vegetables. The food is awful.
There's no running water, and they're not doing anything.
And another problem that we are facing, they are now closing the door 8 o'clock. You go to work, sometimes when you are working they have functions or the events. When you come back you'll be knocking outside, they see you, they are watching you outside the camera. They won't help you to open the door until tomorrow. You'll be stuck there, standing there outside.
CALS has reached out to the Department of Community Safety in dealing with a lot of these issues because the shelter is placed under their care. We do believe that other departments such as the Department of Social Development, even the Department of Labor Relations, all these various departments have to come to the fore. Now the question is, at which stage do we start to communicate with those other departments? And how do we go about coming up with policy and policy development, including all of those departments?
We are just stuck, very, very, very stuck. We don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. I don't know these people, they want us to do what. We need help. We need help. We really, really need help about this.